Akidero Onwabakwe, Esosa Sylvia Edo, Noah Inu Momodu, Ole Kelly, and Madomi Wilson Ewakide. Date Sunday 29th November 2020. Venue Vichy Gates Hotel, Ihama Road, GRA, Benin City. Time 1:30 p.m. Red carpet. 2:30 p.m. award presentation. Come, let's celebrate the best of Edo.
Uncle Dentist, what can be cavities and how Colgate take they protect my teeth from cavities? Say they use Comfort?
No dear, na home for teeth they cause most tooth pain with the cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, take brush every day. The confirmed formula could help keep natural calcium inside our teeth. We could protect them from tooth decay.
Time don't reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
The Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
92.7 KUFM. 92.7 KUFM News. Concise, precise, balanced, unbiased.
We are live from Benin City to the world. This is 92.7 KUFM News Bar.
Good morning and welcome to News Dawn on 92.7 FM Benin City. First, the headlines. As State Head of Service. Human Rights Commission reviews providing LGF Malali sufficient materials to prosecute indicted SARS officers, and also begins consultation with members. On entertainment, BET celebrates Somali as International Artist of the Month. In sport, Tottenham Hotspur goes top of table, but Man City win. Details of these and more after this break. I am Ola Obede. University says the decision to appoint Anthony Kumbara as the state head of service was deliberate and in line with his plans to re-engineer the state civil service for optimal service delivery. Governor Obaseki was speaking on Saturday at the Thanksgiving service organized in honor of the head of service at Divine Sisters Brothers Prayer Ministry, Sapele Road, Benin City. He said the need to renew the civil service is paramount for him, given that as the engine of governance, if the service is fixed, delivering on the people's expectations will be quite easier. He asked the church to pray for the head of service as he will be facing challenges of resistance from the workforce who will find it difficult adapting to new ways of doing things in the course of the civil service reform. Service Anthony Kumbara was grateful and assured that with the support of the governor, he is ready to take on the task of injecting the fresh blood into the state civil service. Okumbaya was appointed head of service of Edo State in March this year following the retirement of Isaac Yozua after his voluntary 34 years of service. After his appointment, Okumbaya was the permanent secretary in the state civil service. Commission claims is held provided by the Attorney General Justice Minister Rebecca Malami all relevant materials needed to prosecute 33 federal plaintiffs of the World Court Special Anti-Robbery Squad in Ghana for impunity and rights abusers. Executive Secretary of the NHRC, Tony Ojukwu, made a claim in reaction to a report that the office of the AGF had no sufficient evidence to prosecute the affected operatives. The 33 federal court operatives were indicted in a report recently submitted by the Presidential Investigation Panel constituted by the NHRC. Ojukwu said the two issues raised by the AGF as impediments to prosecuting the indicted operatives were that he had not received the original case files and that some of the police officers must first be dismissed by the Police Service Commission before they could be prosecuted. Judicial Panel of Judicial Inquiry proving the alleged killing of NCS protesters by soldiers at the Lekki Toll Gate on the 9th of October 20 on Saturday resumed the viewing of CCTV footage submitted by the Lekki Concession Company operators of the toll gate. The footage showed that the scene was calm until about 6:43 p.m. when people could be seen running towards the toll gate from the Oriental Hotel end. 2 minutes later at 6:45 p.m. military trucks with flashing headlights arrived at the scene. There were no fewer than 7 of them. At 6:53 p.m., about 10 minutes after the arrival of the military vehicles, the toll gate went into a blackout. 2 minutes later at 6:55 p.m., one of the military vehicles drove through the toll gate to the other end where the crowd of protesters were guarded. A report stated that the commander of 81 Military Intelligence Brigade Victoria Island Lagos, Brigadier General Amir Taiwo, had during his cross-examination last Saturday said the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai, ordered the deployment of soldiers to the toll gate and other parts of the state following a request by the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Counsel for some NSAS protesters in Lagos State, Adeshina Gulana, said the Lagos State Governor must appear before the panel. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, has commenced consultation with all its members to ascertain calling off or continuing with the strike action. Its national president, Professor Biado Guyemi, confirmed this in an interview on Saturday. ASU has been on strike since March this year to press home their demands. A member of ASU said all the branches, which are over 70, will participate in the decision to either call off the strike or not. The federal government on Friday agreed to ASU's demands to pay their members' salary arrears from February to June through the old salary payment platform, pending when the university lecturers will complete the development of its own payment platform, the University Transparency and Accountability Solution. Cumulatively, the government, through the Accountants General of the Federation, offered the lecturers 65 billion naira to call off their 8-month-old strike. The government also shifted grounds on a number of issues, including the insistence that all the academic staff of the federal universities must be paid through the IPPNS platform. Oguyemi said that ASU will need till Friday next week to meet with all its organs before reverting to the government. And the governor of Bayelsa State, Doyediri, has advocated the management of the funds for ecological challenges in the country by states and not the federal government in Abuja. He expressed worry over the current situation where the ecological fund was managed in Abuja by people that know little or nothing about the ecological problems of the states. During his spoke at Government House Yerogwa when he hosted members of the House of Representatives Committee on Ecological Fund. The governor, who noted that Nigeria would be a better place to live in if legislators lived up to expectation, described the legislative arm of government as the upholder of democracy given its constitutional powers. The Chairman, House Committee on Ecological Fund, Ishaka Ibrahim, said they were in the state as part of an oversight function with a view to seeking areas of partnership with the state government. And above perhaps a few household items that the market price has not increased in the last few months. In fact, for many Benin residents, it is now a common experience to go to the market every day to realize that an item purchased for 100 naira the previous day, for instance, has gone up to 120 or more the next day. This astronomical increase in prices of goods, especially food items, caused by inflation, has become a source of worry for many families in Benin City. But what are the reasons for this constant rise in the price of food items in Benin City? Extra Voices has details in a moment.
In the ever-revolving world of news, one story becomes extinct the moment another major story breaks. But with KUFM's Extra Voices, the story never dies. It just takes on a new life. We bring you new angles and fresh perspectives to every story, no matter how old or remote.
There are a lot of educated people that are involved in politics nowadays.
We go a little beyond the surface to get you those extra details ignored in the rush for the news. Now, bridge, now we take the entire so don't die for inside. We go beyond the lines to bring extra voices, not just for those making the stories.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
But for those affected by the stories.
I've lost one grab of rice, documents. So it's a real disaster.
With Extra Voices, we add new flavor to give fresh perspective and taste to an old story. Extra Voices airs every Wednesday and weekends on KUFM's major news bulletins.
Residents in Benin City are lamenting cost of living as a result of prices of food items that jumped up across the state. Findings by our correspondents showed that household food items such as rice, vegetable oil, flour, tomatoes, onions and frozen food items recorded significant increase in price. This may not be unconnected to the increase in petrol pump price, aftermath of COVID-19 lockdown and the NSAS protests.
The aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic and high cost of transportation are among many factors that triggered a significant price increase of major household items across the state markets.
For that side, this is the way I carry now. If I even place, the money was spent for road, police, soldier, it's like 70,000. Before you go come out at 4,000, no go put your motor. Now you must carry 4,000 or 5,000. So before I can, I want to put
The price of items such as beans, pepper, palm oil, onions, tomatoes, garri, and potatoes significantly increased.
And also, everybody prays for their price will go up anyhow. From 3,000 to 4,000, 4,500. Tomatoes now, in fact, from 2,200, 2,000, 7,000, 8,000. Noodles of 3,600 now, we buy on 5,000, 5,000. I can't see not able to buy it.
when you back 70,000 for one bag, how would buy 8,000, 7,000?
The resident said it is difficult to cope with the situation.
Wow, since not a thunder, you just to go up every day.
Fire for this country. That's why many people, they have more money, they run away from this country. According to the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, Nigeria's inflation rate has risen by 14.23% in October 2020 as against 13.75% recorded in September 2020. Professor of Economics at the University of Benin, Uniben, Professor Anthony Moye Emina, is worried over the cost of living in the country.
We have not seen the end of the effect of the impact of COVID-19 on the economy. Production was disrupted. And then, of course, this entrance crisis that followed also compounded the problem. Of course, insecurity in the north, where most of the foodstuff we consume all over the country comes from, also affected production. So we are going to face with the problem of supply shortages, which will trigger an increase in price and by implication the cost of living.
The economists wonder why the Nigerian government keeps increasing petrol pump price since the price of crude oil are falling in global markets.
So structural challenges compounded by poor macroeconomic policy are making things difficult. And the major raw material for producing petroleum products, crude oil, the price is falling down in the global market. The expectation is that once the major raw material is, the price is declining, the price of the product is ought to go down, but that's not the case in Nigeria. That's going to compound our cost of living headache because price of every other thing will go up.
The farmer and former chairman Cocoa Research Institute, Owe Bisi said the spike in food items is also triggered by limited supply of the item as a result of climate change.
I'm expecting cost of food stock, if available, to be very high next year because of the climate change. If you now watch the yams that are coming out from the farmers are very tiny. You observe within May and June the type of weather we had that will not make crops to be good.
Masoje said Nigeria government is not doing enough for farmers.
But the loan they are saying they are giving to farmers, let them really start their mind if these loans are going down.
President of Traders Welfare Union of Nigeria, Lucky Wike, said the situation is further compounded by market affiliations leaders.
We have the money clearing inside our market. Before you can sell any item inside our market, they will compare you to some union. By the time you join that union, they give you days to come to market. And this union decide the price that they will sell, and they decide who goes to market and brings it to sell.
Meanwhile, Professor Emina claims the worsening economic situation is poor management of the country's economy.
If you go to Federal Minister of Finance in Abuja, the management of the economy is in hands of a so-called experts from the World Bank. They are the ones telling our officials what to do. That's the major problem that we have now. So more or less, the management of the Nigerian economy is not in our hands. It's in the hands of foreigners.
Residents are appealing to relevant authorities to do the needful to return the economy back to shape.
So when the government try and make our issue go down, wait before enter 20 billion, community based billion, anything don't cost us. So many government know the plight of the people. And they make government just try, so they work first on this thing before now to December, so that our people don't go die for hungry.
While suggesting a way forward, Rupe asked local government to check the excesses of market leaders who inflate prices of goods to the detriment of consumers.
For example, I can only expose this union, but government need to apprehend them and put a stop totally.
Additionally, Masoje wants the federal government urgently fixes the country's moribund refineries.
Federal government should be able to put their refinery in order before we not go on.
In terms of the food index, the case of Edo State is more worrisome as the NDA said it led news of highly inflated states in the country in October with 21.6%, followed by Zamfara 20.88%, Kogi 20.58%, and Sokoto with 20.5%. For Kenny Evans Extra Voices, Nosakai Uwadia.
In moment in entertainment news, BET celebrates Omale as International Artist of the Month. News, Darling KU 92.7 FM, Benin, City Entertainment Stories, Nigerian Afro-Fusion artist Stanley Omar Didi, popularly known as Omale, has gotten the attention of the Black Entertainment Television as they crown him the International Artist of the Month. This is coming following the release of the singer's latest EP titled What Have We Done? Taking to Twitter to share a 2-minute-long video interview with Omale, BET UK acknowledged the singer's musical talent. A Nigerian singer Tosin Ajibade, better known by his stage name Mr. Easy, has won the Latin Grammy 2020 award alongside J Balvin for their collaboration on the track Aquarius of J Balvin's 2020 album, Chorus album, in the 21st annual Latin Grammy Awards by the Latin Recording Academy held in November 2020. His win makes him the first Nigerian artist to win the prestigious award. Florence Ifeoluwa Tedela, professionally known as DJ Copy, has spoken an openness to a serious relationship with the British Nigerian boxing champion Anthony Joshua. During a question and answer session via Twitter, a follower of the Dick's jockey asked who she has intentions of settling down with while suggesting the boxer. In response, Copy affirmed that the relationship between herself and WBA heavyweight champion is just friendship, while stating being open to a more serious bonding. And lastly, from entertainment to sports, where Tottenham Hotspur goes top of table with Man City's win. More to come on our sports bulletin this morning. Sports news, where Tottenham Hotspur went top of the Premier League after producing a display efficiency and tactical discipline to beat Manchester City. Son Heung-min put Spurs in front after 5 minutes, finishing coolly from Tanguy Ndombele's pass before Manchester City had the first half goal ruled out by VAR for a handball by Gabriel Jesus after Aymeric Laporte's finish. City continued to enjoy greater possession, but Spurs were fiercely drilled and resilient, taking their chance when it came to double the advantage and finish the game. It came in the 65th minute after a dream substitution from Murillo. Giovanni Lo Celso beating Anderson with a low finish from another keen pass 35 seconds after coming on for Steven Bergwijn. And Djokovic were knocked out of the ATP finals as Daniel Medvedev and Dominic Thiem set up a title decider. World number 2 Nadal served for the match at 5-4 in the second set, but Russia's Medvedev hit back brilliantly to win 3-6, 7-6, 7-4, 6-3 in London. Earlier, he beat world number 1 Djokovic 7-5, 6-7, 10-12, 7-6, 7-5. The Austrian trusted his big hitting and fought back from 4-0 deficit in the deciding third-set tie-break to win in almost 3 hours. And that's it from sports and the news, but before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. Governor Bafiki appointed Tokunbola as state head of service. Human Rights Commission reviews providing AGF Malami sufficient materials to prosecute indicted SARS officers. And ASU begins consultation with members. Do remember that the continued unity of Nigeria is a collective responsibility. Be sure to play your part. You can get listen to us anywhere in the world by visiting our website at www.kufm.net or download our mobile app from the Google Play Store. We're also on YouTube at KFM Nigeria, and you can also listen to us on radiogarden.com. KFM News was produced by Blessing Asekome. I am Omar Friday saying thanks for listening. Good morning.